on the program right now by Dr. Steve Warrilow. He's an intensive care specialist at the Austin Hospital in Melbourne, and he's going to discuss with us organ donations in Australia. Dr. Steve, thank you so much for joining us on the program.
A pleasure, thanks for having me.
Now, organ donation is kind of in the spotlight at the moment because there's a new campaign in the UK. Is this true that they are actually partnering up with Tinder?
Apparently so. We discovered this the same way you probably did through the media. I guess it's an interesting idea, and if it starts a conversation for people, that can only be a good thing regarding organ donation.
Now, why would organ donation, why would that industry look at Tinder? I mean, I understand there are a lot of people on Tinder willing to donate their organs, but that's a whole, that's a whole different thing, isn't it?
I'm not going to go there. I'll leave that one well alone. I guess, particularly for young people, it's clear that they don't necessarily consume their media, news, access to current affairs through traditional outlets. And social media, we know, is maybe an effective way of getting important messages out. So if people are using, say, the Tinder app or similar technologies in their daily life, having the odd, innocuous, useful message that maybe makes them think of as important issues might be a useful thing to consider.
We understand that 69% of Australians are in favour of organ donation. Is it about making sure that all of them are registered and convincing the other 30%?
I think increased public awareness is really important. The thing that we find most valuable when talking to families under what can only be described as very challenging circumstances, perhaps the most challenging they may ever face in life, is it's so much easier for families when they know their loved one's wishes. So we would really strongly encourage people to think about what organ donation might mean to them in their own personal circumstances, if they're ever in that situation, and then tell their loved ones what they really think, because as a doctor, obviously we check the register, and I would strongly encourage people to be on the registry if they would intend themselves to be a donor should the circumstances ever arise. But just as importantly, to speak to your loved ones, because it's your family and loved ones and close friends that, as a doctor, that's who we'll be talking to.
Now, Dr. Steve, I don't know if I'm already an organ donor, and I'm not sure if I want to give my organs. Can I give someone else's? Can I give Anthony's organs? Can I do that?
Can he give my organs?
Yeah, like if I gave Anthony's organs, like how would I have to kill Anthony?
Yeah, how would he have to kill me?
Yeah, how do I kill Anthony?
So we'd have to do some careful suitability testing there for a start.
Yeah, that's what I'm interested in. Yeah.
So most people actually do have the potential to be donors. Some people might think they're too old or have health problems that would preclude them, but that's actually rarely the case. Most people have donation potential. The circumstances under which someone could be a potential organ donor is they really have to be in the intensive care unit. Usually it's people who've had, say, a catastrophic brain injury from, say, a brain hemorrhage or a huge stroke, or maybe severe road trauma. But there are other circumstances as well, such as advanced heart failure or other conditions where, as doctors and healthcare teams, we've tried absolutely everything we possibly can to save the person's life, and I think that's worth emphasising. And only when we've really explored every possible avenue to get someone through their critical illness do we then have that really crucial conversation with their family that we're terribly sorry there's nothing more that we can do. And then as a separate conversation to ask if that person was able to be in the room here now and understand what we're discussing, what would their wishes be with regard to organ donation? I'm sorry I can't give you tips on how to commit homicide to make donation possible.
Right, that's fine, Dr. Steve. I kind of like it that way.
There's the law. The people are sticklers for that sort of thing.
Yeah. You've given us like enough information. You've got nothing on later on Anthony, do you?
No,
we'll sort it out.
We'll sort it out. Dr. Steve, thank you so much for coming on the show this evening.
My pleasure. Thank you.